everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi! My name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician for over 14 years. So welcome to today's video, which is a get ready with me video. Now, I have sat down and filmed a total of 3 videos this week and not one of them came out. There is something in the energy that is going against me with filming YouTube videos this week. I filmed this whole get ready with me look yesterday. It came out great, the look and everything, and I completely lost all the footage. And I'm so mad at myself because I was looking really good yesterday, and then I woke up this morning and I have full-blown allergies, what I think is allergies. It's not COVID, but all my sinuses are stuffed up. I have a, post-nasal drip. I just don't feel good. And my face and my eyes are puffy and they're watering. I didn't wake up feeling good. But however, I needed to get a video out this week because I am going on vacation and I'm not going to be getting any videos out. And I have some new things that I wanted to share with you guys in case if I'm not back in time for the Sephora sale. So I'm here today. I created this beautiful look for you guys with some new makeup that I picked up. And one of them is the new Beautifying face palette, the Pillow Talk Beautifying face palette from Charlotte to Tilbury. I have it in the fair to medium. I wasn't going to pick this up, but my husband surprised me with it and he gifted it to me. So super excited to share this with you. I am wearing it today on my cheeks. It is so beautiful. I love it. I also filmed this pretty holiday look with using her new Hypnotizing pop shots in the Smokey Quartz. And here it is, and it's on my eyes. And I created this whole look for you guys to share with you in case, it inspires you if you're looking into getting these products and to see if they're right for you. Now, I am going to swatch all of these at the end and share my thoughts with them on you. You guys are going to go into my Get Ready With Me video, and I was planning on doing 2 videos this weekend, so I just put 2 videos into one. The first part of this video is me prepping my skin for today's look, and that is using the Maysama Beauty products. I did a Maysama Beauty facial on my skin today so you guys can see these products in action. I have been using them for quite a while now, except for what's new is the new Gel Balm Cleanser. So you guys get to see this in action. I absolutely love the Maysama Beauty line. I think their products are all beautiful and just gorgeous, and especially this new cleanser. So I filmed that for you so you guys can see this and see if it's something that you're interested in. If you are interested in the Maysama products, I will leave them linked down below. I do have a 10% discount code for you guys. If you choose to use it, it is affiliated. So you guys are going to go into the whole demo right now. I hope you enjoy it. I give you some tips in there about, how to relieve puffiness in the face. Make sure you stay all the way to the end because I do have some announcements for you guys. And it's important that you hear these, I think. Well, not really important, but if you want to be on some inside information, then make sure you make it all the way through the end. And yeah, so I will see you guys right after the video or after the demo, and I'll see you in a sec. Everyone, and welcome to this demo. So I'm going to first start off by showing you how I'm going to prep my skin for this makeup application with using some Maysama Beauty products. Now, I have tried to film this video several times this week, and every time there was like a glitch in it and the videos didn't come out. And then yesterday I filmed a Get Ready With Me, showing you this makeup look that I created with some new Charlotte Tilbury holiday products. And I completely deleted them all. So something is going on to where like maybe I'm not meant to get a video out, but I'm going to try it. Now, today I woke up and I'm under the weather. I think it's allergies. I've been doing, that clear XLER nasal spray to keep my nasal passages clear, but I woke up this morning and I feel like I have a cold, but it's just allergies. So I had to break down and take my allergy medicine. So my eyes are just like so poofy. My face is swollen. I don't feel good. So hopefully this video will come out. I have some hot tea. So this is going to be a long video if I didn't mention it already, but make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to make some announcements. I have my Tea of the Republic here. It's the Daily Beauty Tea. It has blueberry, lavender, blue butterfly, pea in it, and it just makes me feel really good. So grab a nice refreshing or warm beverage and let's get started. So I'm going to start off by giving myself a mini facial using the Maysama beauty products. They just released this gel balm cleanser and I'm completely obsessed with it. The texture, the way it feels on your skin is just absolutely gorgeous. The ingredients are amazing. It's got so many wonderful ingredients in it. Not only do you have the green rooibos extract in it, but you have oat beta glucan, you have oat milk, all very hydrating, full of amino acids. You have arginine, which is amino acids. This cleanser is beautiful. Now, there is jojoba seed oil in it, so it's not oil-free, so this isn't a cleanser you'd want to use for your devices. I have been loving it as a morning cleanse and as a first cleanse in the evening. So what I'm just doing is I'm dampening my skin first with some water. Then I'm going to go in with the cleanser. So this cleanser, it's a gel-like texture. Here it is. It's very silky and smooth. And when you apply this to your skin, it just feels so luxurious and you just want to keep massaging it in. It is safe to use around the eyes. There's no essential oils or fragrance in it. It's just all, you know, from the ingredients that are in this cleanser. You have like a very, very, very faint scent of the tea, but other than that, it has no fragrance whatsoever. It just smells like, you know, skincare. And I just massage it in really good into my skin. And like I said, this cleanser will just make you just want to keep massaging it into your skin. It feels that good. And it removes my makeup really lovely at night. So once it starts to get a little bit like absorbed into the skin, I start adding water to it to emulsify it. Now this isn't like a typical like gel or a oil or a balm cleanser. Like I said, it's a gel balm cleanser. It emulsifies, but not like the emulsifying balm cleansers or oil cleansers. It just kind of like breaks down the cleanser a little bit. It doesn't get like milky looking or anything like that. But it just when you add water, it like gives you that feeling of that silkiness again with the texture. So I like to massage this in a lot just because, like I said, it feels really, really good. And, you know, cleansing is an important part of your skincare routine. And you want to make sure that you spend time massaging your cleansers into the skin. Now, you can rinse this cleanser off. And if you rinse it off, it will leave a little bit of a film behind on the skin. If you wipe it off, it removes more of that film and it just leaves your skin so nice and hydrated and plump and juicy. Since I've been using this cleanser for, I think it's been almost 3 weeks now, my skin's hydration levels have picked up. It's that good and I really notice it. I'm almost finished with this cleanser. I need to get more of it. It's fairly reasonably priced. I think with my discount, it's like to $25. I have a 10% off discount code for Maysama Beauty, and I love all of their products. And what I love about Maysama is that all the products are formulated for those of us with sensitive skin in mind. And they're known for their green rooibos pressed serum to use with LED light therapy. They've done some clinical trials on it. The results are amazing. Go check it out. I love it with my LED light therapy. I notice a big difference when I use it under my LED light mask, and they have finally gotten the approval as being the only green tea serum on the market that truly works with your LED light therapy. So now that the cleanser is removed, I just go around and feel my skin. It just feels so good, and as you can see, it looks really, really nice. So I'm going to let my skin dry for just a second because we're gonna go in with the green rooibos. This is the ABP11 Gentle Resurfacing Toner. This has a wonderful ingredient deck on it. It has two of my favorite acids to exfoliate with, which are lactic and polyhydroxy acid. So there's a 5% lactic acid in here, which I love because that is the percentage that your skin will recognize and utilize. Lactic acid is found naturally in our skin tissues. It's, hydrating and moisturizing for the skin. We have 1% salicylic acid, 5% glutathione, which is polyhydroxy acid. Polyhydroxy acid is such a beautiful acid. Not only is it gentle and safe for those of us who have sensitive skin, but it also helps with the skin elasticity and your skin retaining its natural moisturizing factor. It won't disrupt your barrier. There's also 1% kombucha extract. Now that my skin is nice and dry, it's ready for the Gentle Resurfacing Toner. Now, this is safe to use every day if you are someone who feels like you have to exfoliate every day. I don't exfoliate every day. I exfoliate 1 or 2 times a week. And one of them will be a chemical, whether it be enzymes or the Gentle Resurfacing Toner from Maysama. And then the other time would be when I shave my face, dermaplane. That is an exfoliation, and that's considered a physical exfoliation. This, you can use it every day, you can use it once a week, you can use it 2 to 3 times a week. It's up to you on what's best for your skin. Like I said, I'm just personally someone who doesn't exfoliate every day. I love to use it with their new bamboo cleansing pads. These are so beautiful. They're very high quality. I love them. This is one that's washed, and I'll show you one that's new. They come with a laundry bag. I have my other ones in the laundry right now, but they have this pocket here that you can put your fingers in. It makes it so easy to maneuver around the face. I love these, and they still hold their quality up after you wash them, and that is so fabulous because I have so many of these that I have, not the bamboo ones, but I have other, reusable cotton pads that after you wash them, they lose their shape. So we're gonna go in with the toner, and I'm just going to apply it here on the pad, and it's gonna absorb into the pad. And I'm just gonna take this around my face and do a nice, gentle exfoliation. Now, for those of you who are sensitive to niacinamide, the products that have niacinamide are the brightening mask and the green rooibos pressed serum. But what I've noticed with niacinamide, most of the time when people are using it and their face gets really red and hot and itchy, it's that their barrier is compromised, because that's what happens to me sometimes with niacinamide. And so, or if sometimes you're if you go in after a deep exfoliation, you will feel that because your barrier is somewhat compromised from after an exfoliation. So I just take this around my skin. It's beautiful. It has a lovely scent of tea to it, and that's a natural fragrance from the green rooibos. I just love this toner so, so much, along with these pads. And then I'm gonna wait for this to fully penetrate into my skin. Well, that's the thing, when you're using acids, you wanna make sure that your skin is completely dry before you apply your acid. And then when you go in with your other products, you will also wanna make sure it's completely absorbed into the skin. Otherwise, you could also get some burning and stinging, and that's not good. All right, so, oh, and by the way, the bamboo pads come in this lovely container. It's so lovely. I keep it out on my vanity. I just really, really love these so much and highly recommend. I recommend everything from the Maysama line. I have been loving it. I've been using this line for a while now, and they just recently released that cleanser, and there's going to be more to come. So I'm going to go in with the green rooibos mask. Now this has an 11% brightening complex. So we have the green rooibos extract, which is 1%. We have 4% niacinamide, 3% tranexamic acid, 2% alpha arbutin, and 2% kombucha. Now with this mask, you know, it's formulated for brightening, but if you have uneven skin tone, skin texture, if you want an antioxidant mask, this is great. So it's not just for those who want brightening in their skin, it's for everyone. And I absolutely love it. So I'm going to take a pea-sized amount of this, and we're going to start out with applying it to my face. Here's the color. Now, there is a slight skincare scent to this, and you will smell a little bit of the green rooibos extract in here, but no fragrance. Like I said, the entire Maysama beauty skincare line is formulated without fragrance or essential oils, which makes it lovely for those of us who have sensitive skin and rosacea. So I'm going to take another pea-sized amount, and I love to take this down to my neck and my chest. And you leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, if you have hyperpigmentation, dark spots, uneven skin tone, melasma, you want to use this mask about 2 to 3 times a week. It has melanin, it has that tranexamic acid, and I can't think right now, but I don't want to say melanin blocking, but it helps with, I can't think of the words right now. I'll come back with it. But so here it is. I'm going to leave it on my skin for about 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like before I remove it, and then we'll remove it and we can take a look at my skin. So see you in a sec. Oops. Okay, I'm back, and it's been 15 minutes since the mask has been on my skin, and this is what it dries down to. It's slightly tacky, but there you go. So let's remove it. I have my nice soft cloth here, and you can rinse this off, or you can take a cloth and remove it. It removes so easily off the skin. So no pulling or tugging, you just wipe and it's off. I love that. Okay, so yesterday I filmed this whole entire video of me prepping my skin for my special evening last night. I did devices, went through my whole skincare routine, and then the makeup application, and I spent a lot of time filming it, and it just did not want to go up. I don't know what happened, but you know, human error, of course. I'm just trying to find my eyebrow brush. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to apply some serums to my skin before the green rooibos serum. So look at my skin. You see how nice it looks? It's got this beautiful radiant glow. It's nice and plump and juicy. It feels so silky and smooth. Now I do have a couple of irritations here, and this is from this week from wearing a mask. I had to wear a mask for so many days in a row this week at work, and it was just not good. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to apply my Osmosis Stem Factor Serum. This is the only serum that I have in my skin collection that I can use that works with the Maysama Green Rooibos Serum. Now, I'm not using LED light therapy today, But normally what I have been doing lately is I have been applying the green rooibos serum in the mornings before I go to work. And I let it penetrate my skin for, 15 to 20 minutes on my way to work, because when you're using the green rooibos serum for red LED light therapy, you have to put it on and let it penetrate the skin for 15 to 20 minutes before you use your LED device. So I have been using this basically in my daytime skincare routine. So I can get my LED light therapy in, because you truly don't really want to wash this off the skin. You want to leave it on your skin because it's got so many wonderful antioxidants in it. So we're preserving and protecting. And during the day, that is my focus with my skin, is to preserve and protect. Preserve with my antioxidants, protect it not only from the environmental aggressors, that's what the antioxidants do, but also protect it from UVB and UVA light, the sun. So with the Maysama serums, there are oils in here. So what you want to do is put your water-based serums on first, and then put this on top before your moisturizer. So with my skincare products that I'm using, my serums, they all pretty much have, ingredients that are going to overlap with this, such as niacinamide. I don't want to apply another serum that has niacinamide. For me personally, this is what I do. So the one that I'm going to apply is the Osmosis Stem Factor. So this is my growth factor. And I have been switching up and using my Osmosis serums in the evening and using my Maysama during the day, so I could get my LED light in. And also, like I said, my main concern is to preserve and protect, and my Osmosis serums, such as my Catalyst and my Renew, which is the retinaldehyde vitamin A serum, I have been using those at night. Sometimes I will use them during the day. So now that Stem Factor is completely absorbed into my skin, I'm going to go in with my Osmosis Refresh. Actually, I'm going to save this for last, because I'm going to do something special, because I have a lot of puffiness around my eyes and my face is really puffy from allergies right now. So next I'm going to go in with the Maysama Green Rooibos Press Serum, and I'm going to take 2 pumps, and I'm going to apply this to my skin. Just like so. And I could go in with my LED light therapy right now if I wanted to, but I've already used it 5 days this week, and I'm taking a break from devices today. I usually try to take a break on Sundays and just focus on my skincare. Give myself like a facial, just like today. All right, so this is gonna penetrate into my skin for a few minutes, and I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to help relieve the puffiness around my eyes and in my face. So give me a second. Back. So I'm letting this penetrate into my skin, but I'm also going to use my ice roller. So whenever my face is feeling puffy and like I don't really feel that great, like really helps me is ice rolling. This is also great to give your skin a nice boost in radiance and glow for the day, first thing in the morning or before a special event. So I have this one from Lenovo. It's from Amazon. Any ice roller will work. I say don't spend a lot of money. There's this one out there, it's by Skinny Confidential. She was a popular blogger back in the day, and she's coming out with devices and stuff now. Hers is $99, I believe. And that is just too much money to spend for these. They don't need to be, really over $30. I think I paid like $15 for this. I don't know. So what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to start here on my cheeks. I do like to go underneath my chin too. This will help with stagnant fluid that you have in the face, help with swelling and puffiness, help give your skin a nice glow, helps with redness, a number of things. I just really love it, and it feels really good, especially if you're not feeling well. If you have allergies, a cold, a fever, It just feels really good. And I just go over several times. You just want to make sure that if you have skincare on, that it's fully absorbed into your skin, because this is freshly out of the freezer. And if you have any dampness on the skin, it's going to cause the ice roller to stick. And I recommend using this with your serums, not with your moisturizers. Just me personally, but people will do what they want to do. But it just really makes a difference. And I just keep doing this like a couple of times. It just feels really, really good. So I always recommend people have an ice roller on hand. It's a secret beauty hack. I can't stick my face in a bowl of water. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Or bowl of ice water. That's like a supermodel tip or trick there. So, all right, see, instantly I'm already looking so much better. And look at this beautiful glow I have on my skin. I'm telling you, those Maysama products are absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm gonna use my Rose Quartz facial wands. I keep these in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna use them around my eyes. I'm gonna take my Osmosis Refresh eye cream here, and I'm not gonna apply it ahead of time to the eye area, because on the other eye, I'm just gonna apply it to one eye at a time, because this absorbs into the skin pretty fast. So, and I'm just going to take one of the wands. You know, you could do two at the same time. And I'm just gonna roll this over my eyes just to help relieve that puffiness and soothe my sinuses. It feels so good. I love these Rose Quartz facial wands. You can get them at avaribeauty.com. I've talked about these several times on my channel. I just keep going and going, but I keep mine in the fridge, and it's such a refreshing treat. You can use either end. This end is good for pressure points. If you want to help with if you have like any sort of tension around the eyes, the smaller end really helps with those pressure points. And I feel like after doing this, now I'm going around my sinuses and doing these pressure points, I'm feeling my sinuses drain. So that is my little hack for when you have really puffy, tired looking eyes and a puffy face. Ice rolling and Rose Quartz facial wands around the eyes. Cold in the ice roller from the freezer, facial wands in the refrigerator. All right, so I'm gonna finish this eye, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Osmosis Hydrate Moisturizer on top. This is my favorite moisturizer of all time. It really hydrates and plumps up the skin. So if you have, fine lines and wrinkles, this is great. Dry, dehydrated skin. And then I'm gonna put on my Kula. This is the organic, 70% organic Sun Silk Drops in SPF 30. And there you go. So I will see you in a bit. Mwah. I'm peeping in just for a second. I just wanted you guys to see how good my skin looks right now before I apply my foundation. As you can see, like what I did with the ice roller and the Rose Quartz wands, it took a lot of the puffiness down in my skin, but overall, like my skin looks so much better than from the start of this video. And the glow is just beautiful. I really love the Maysama beauty products. And, if you're looking for a simplified skincare routine, I would definitely look into the line. I love the green rooibos press serum with LED light therapy, and I love including it into my skincare routine. It's just they're beautiful products all the way around, and they have my stamp of approval. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my base makeup because the focus of this video is going to be on new products that I picked up, which is the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Face Palette from the Pillow Talk collection in fair to medium. I picked up one of her Hypnotizing pop shots. Well, I have two actually, Rose Gold and Smoky Quartz. We're going to do the Smoky Quartz today. And also the new Tower 28 mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the base, and I will show you everything that I use to get my base, and then we'll get into the look. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I'm back with my base on. I'm going to show you everything that I use. So after I let my moisturizer absorbed into my skin for a little bit, I went in with the Rhonda Allison Peptide Mino Protect primer. So this is one of my favorite makeup primers. I love it. Since the Hydrate Moisturizer and the SPF can make my skin, you know, look a little, you know, too dewy, too greasy, I put on this makeup primer because I use the #1 de Chanel foundation, and I'm using shade B40 today, which is my summer shade. I'm still in the summer shade. My skin will get really dewy and really luminous, and this really helps mitigate that shine breaking through. Also helps the foundation last longer on me. Still my favorite foundation. This foundation, I just can't break away from it. I just really love it on my skin. It looks like skin. It's just my perfect foundation. I just wish it didn't have fragrance in it. Next, I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. Now I used shade 6 around my nose here and a little bit over here to cover up my breakout. And then I went in with shade 4 on my eyelids to prime them for eyeshadow. Now, as you can see, this doesn't look, you know, too luminous or like it's really glittery or anything on my skin. I've heard others mention that, and I haven't had any issues with it. I absolutely love this concealer. Now, I will go back in with this one, #4, underneath my eyes when we're completing the eye look. Now, for my contour, I love these Hollywood contour wands from Charlotte Tilbury. I used medium to deep just underneath my cheeks here and a little bit in my jawline to disguise my double chin or gobble gobble. And then I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. This is the Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. This is medium, and I just went around my forehead, a little bit on my cheeks, which I probably should have waited until after I did my concealer, but it's okay. And then I just, you know, bronzed up everything a little bit. And that is it so far. Now we're going to get into this eye look. So I have the new Charlotte Tilbury Smoky Quartz Hypnotizing Pop Shots. I got this one and Rose Gold, which I'll swatch at the end of this video. So here it is. It's really pretty. It's a beautiful, you know, taupey shade. And I wasn't going to get these, but I don't have anything like this in my collection. And I was looking, you know, for something to, you know, for the holidays, just to give my eyes just a nice, you know, holiday zing, holiday pop. And that's the reason why I picked them up. Now, they are expensive. It is a single pan eyeshadow. They're $34. You know, that's why I looked at the shades. There's 2 exclusive to Charlotte Tilbury, which there's 2. Diamond Eyes, which is like a very light champagne color. That's something that you'd want to use for a pop. And then there's Emerald Eyes, which Emerald Eyes is like a jade green color. And those don't appeal to me. Rose Gold and Smoky Quartz appeal to me because they're, you know, pretty for the holidays. And they're like more of a one and done eye color, and that's what I was looking for. So my eyes are prepped. I'm just gonna go over them with my beauty blender really quick to get any of the creases out. And then I'm going to take this airbrush brightening powder from Charlotte Tilbury. I love this for my eyes. For priming my eyes and underneath after concealer. It's really, really good stuff, guys. Really, really good. I love Charlotte Tilbury powders. So I'm just going to prime those. Now we're ready for eye color. So this is a very shimmery, okay? but it's not chunky like some of her other eyeshadows are. So there it is. And it looks pretty on the eye if you just keep it, you know, as a one and done on the eyelid. However, I need a crease color. So I'm going to show you what I like for my crease color, but there's the color. So it's really pretty. It's like, it looks taupe, but then it's got this nice silver shimmer to it. Like I said, it's not too chunky or anything. And when you put your finger in here, you think that it's going to be feeling textured, but it's really nice and soft and kind of like a gel shadow. It's really interesting formula. I really like it. Where her pop shots in her other palettes look more, or more of a chunky glitter. So I'm going into the Glam One palette from Lawless, and I'm going to grab this shade called Blondie, and I'm going to use this in my crease contour to give my crease some depth. I'm just going to take the Charlotte Tilbury blending brush, and I'm just going to pop that into my crease contour. Now, if you want, you can pop this into your crease, but I don't like a lot of shimmer in my crease, especially like for me because I am older, I'm 45. I know they say that there's no rules for makeup, but it just doesn't look, you know, great with my hooded eyes. So I'm just popping this in there. As you can see, this is like, it's a nice taupey shade, perfect for a crease contour. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes from Lawless. You could still get it. It is a limited edition, and they still have it on their website, and I believe Sephora has it too. So now, the reason why I'm going with this shade is because I'm going for more of a cooler toned look. All of my Charlotte Tilbury palettes they're all warm, okay? I could have gone in with this color right here from the Exagger Eyes, but it's warm and I don't want that. And Smoky Quartz kind of looks like this pop shade from the Charlotte Tilbury Exagger Eyes palette, but this one has more opacity to it. There's more pigment to it than this. So I'm going to go with this gold prime shade, and I'm going to put this on my brow bone for a highlight. So it's not like too much of a warm gold. It's just a nice, I didn't want something silvery up there. I just wanted something that will give a nice pop of color without it, you know, taking away anything from the eye look. Okay, so I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm going to blend these two together by brushing up from that crease shade. And there we go. Now we're going to go into the pop shot. And there is a little mirror here too, by the way. Now you can apply this with your finger, or you can have like a stiff brush. This is a Buxom brush. It's meant to apply cream eye colors, but it works great for this. I don't think you can get this anywhere anymore, but I'm going to try applying it with this because I don't like applying eye colors with my fingers. And I like to apply them with a brush. So we're going to apply it. Oh, yep, it did pretty good. So something that's kind of stiff works good for picking this up, or you could use your finger if you want. So I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. Yesterday I applied it with my finger, and I just don't get a good application because I have, you know, nails in my fingers are kind of large for my eyelid. So I'm just applying this all over to the lid. As you can see, it's just really, really pretty. I wasn't so sure if this was going to work out with my blue eyes, but it actually does. It looks really pretty. I love it. And it's neutral. It will go with, you know, pretty much anything that you're wearing. It's kind of hard to see in this little mirror. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, so next I picked up this new liner. I really wanted their one that was supposed to make your eyes look more weak, but this is supposed to make your eyes look bigger, brightening, they call it supermodel eyes. So this one is called the Super Nudes Liner Duo. So you have a dark brown and a nude liner on the other side, so it's double-ended. So I'm going to take the dark brown shade and I'm going to line the outer corners of my eyes on the upper lash line and on the lower lash line with this. So I did get some fallout there and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to clean it up with my concealer, and that's the reason why I saved my concealer for last, because it makes it clean, makes it easier to clean up any fallout, any out of bound eyeshadow lines. So this color is really nice. It's a nice brown. It's a really nice brown. And I'm just going to come over here and do the same thing. It's really creamy and applies really easily to the eye, no tugging whatsoever. Now, I'm not someone who does a cat eye. I just don't like doing winged eyeliner on my eyes. I have to take it too far up, and when I look down, it looks weird because my eyes are hooded, you know, and I'm aging. So I never really do a cat eye or a winged eyeliner anymore. It's just really hard for me to get it to look even too. All right, so now that the eyeliner is on, I'm going to go into this Pop Shot again, and I'm going to take this MAC 219S brush. It's a pencil brush, and I'm going to get some of the Pop Shot on here, and I'm going to take it and smoke out my lower lash line with it. So I'm going to start at the inner corner and just kind of blend the Pop Shot and that liner together down in my lower lash line. And then the same thing on the other side. Liner is really nice because it blends out really easily if you want to smoke it out. Okay. Now I know it looks messy, and as I mentioned, I'm going to clean it all up with my liner. However, my concealer, I'm going to brush off the fallout first, okay? Next, I'm going to go in with the other side of the liner, and I'm going to take this nude shade and put it in my waterline to help my eyes look bigger and brighter. Okay, well, you can see it does make a difference, right? All right, there we go. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean up my my eyes with my concealer. You guys have seen me done this before. I'm just going to go in with number 4 and my Rare Beauty concealer brush, clean it up, clean up the lines, and then we'll be back for the rest of this look. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I'm back, everyone. So offline, I cleaned up my under eyes and I did my eyebrows. My eyebrows, I just did really simple today. I applied the Airbrow tinted gel from Kosas in a soft brown. I wanted a little bit more of a bolder brow. And then from there, after I did my concealer, I powdered. I took the new airbrush or Flawless Airbrush Brightening powder from Tilbury underneath my eyes. And then I powdered all over other areas with the Flawless Airbrush powder in medium on my skin. And now we're going to get into a blush, and I'll save my mascara for last. So here is the new Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette in fair to medium. This is what it looks like on the outside. Similar packaging to the limited edition Multi-Glow Pillow Talk highlighters they had out. So similar, very beautiful packaging. It is all plastic. And here is the palette. It is so gorgeous. And I wasn't going to pick this up because it is $75. It's very expensive. However, I was out to dinner last night with some friends and my husband, and they had a Sephora there. I popped in to see if they had it, and they had it, and I swatched it. And I fell in love with it, and my husband purchased it for me along with these Hypnotizing eye shots, but these were a separate purchase. And yes, I fell in love with it. I think it's a gorgeous palette. I absolutely love it. Now, this formula is different than her other formulas. These are baked. It's made in Italy and it's baked. So they are really in there, and you have to use a firm brush to get them out. There's no kickback. The highlighters are gorgeous. You have a super glow highlighter right here, which is kind of like a nice, kind of like a golden highlight in a way, but it's beautiful on fair skin. Then we have this soft blush, I think it is. What is it? Soft blush here, which is, it looks kind of mauve in the pan. It's kind of like I want to say like a mauvey peachy rose color. And then we have the multi-glow highlighter. So this is the product that's not new, and it's supposed to be, if you were to mix all the colors of the multi-glow highlighter together, and this is the color that you would get. So here's the limited edition multi-glow highlighter in Romance Light, and that's what this highlighter is supposed to be if you mix all those colors together. However, I'm going to tell you here, it is not. It is a different color. Then we have the Super Blush, which is a really nice, cool pink color. So this palette is on the cooler side versus the medium to deep. The medium to deep is on the warm side. I swatched those colors and I didn't like it at all. It was just too warm. Not for my skin tone. I've seen others, who have fair to medium. They love that palette, but for me, the colors are absolutely too warm, and I know I would never use it. So I'm going to swatch these for you. I will swatch and compare the highlighters for you at the end of this video. Let's get into the application. So I am going to use a stiff blush brush. If I can find it. You want to make sure you do that. Your blush brush is soft. It's going to be really hard to pick up these blushes. I'm going to go into the soft blush and I'm going to apply that back here. And then I'm going to take the the super blush, which is the pink. I'm going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Now here is the soft blush. Now you really want to dig, kind of get your brush in there and pick up the color. And there it is. And I'm going to apply it right here to the back of my cheek. These are applied very soft. They look so beautiful on the skin. And they're very buildable. So you go in light and you can build it up. And I used my Summer Foundations shade, and as you can see, this is picking up on my skin nicely. Okay, going a little bit more. Now, I will say that, I've heard some people say that the blushes are matte. They are matte, but they do have a sheen to them. I don't really see it on the skin. So that is the soft blush, okay? Really soft, but buildable. Next, I'm gonna go into the super blush, which is this cool pink. And I'm going to actually wipe off my brush here first before I go into that. And pick some of that color up. And there it is, and apply it to my apples of my cheeks. So it's a really nice, cool pink shade. Okay, so those are the blushes. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and go right here because I went a little bit too far in. And there you go. Now I am going to use this Super Glow highlighter on my cheeks and down the bridge of my nose. I am not going to use this highlighter today because you can actually use this as a cheek topper, but I prefer this highlighter when my eye has more of a warmer tone and it's cool tone, so I want to kind of keep it cool. But however, I'm going to show you what this highlighter looks like on my skin. So I'm just taking my highlighter brush, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. It's like the perfect highlighter. It's not too glittery, not too chunky. It just almost like makes it look like you're using a liquid highlighter on the skin, but in a powder form. So for those of you who do not like a powder highlighter, you like a liquid highlighter, this formula mimics that on the skin. Gave me a really, about that, guys, I had a sneezing attack and I didn't want you guys to hear that on the camera or see it. It's not pretty. So as you can see, it just gave me a really nice, beautiful sheen to my skin. It gives these highlighters give your skin that like sort of glow from within look, and that's why I love them so much. And that's why I love these multi-glow highlighters from the limited edition Pillow Talk collection. So I am actually going to go into this multi-glow highlighter, and I'm going to pick some up on a little brush, and I'm going to put that on my Cupid's bow here. So it's kind of got like a nice like soft pink rosy glow to it. So there you go. Now I will swatch these at the end of the video so you guys can see them, and I'll compare the multi-glow with this one. Now I have a new mascara, and I can't remember if I shared this with you guys, but it's the new Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. Now this is a lengthening and curling mascara. Here's the brush. It's a nice silicone wand with a lot of fine teeth on it, and I love that it's not super bendy. So I don't curl my eyelashes because if I curl them, they get too high and then they'll sit here and hit the hoods of my eyes, and then I get smudging with mascara no matter what mascara I use. So this gives my eyelashes a nice curl, and I'm blessed in the sense that my lashes, I don't really need to use an eyelash curler because they do have some sort of curl to them. They're not straight. So that's why I never use it. And then this just gives them a little bit more curl. Now, I noticed that I think it holds the curl pretty nicely. It's buildable. It also is a little bit tough to remove, just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead and apply one coat. I have been loving it. It's $20 for this mascara. You can get it at Sephora. And I think it's been working great. It lasts on me all day. And now that I've used it for a couple of weeks, I am starting to get a little bit of volume out of it. It reminds me similar to the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, which is still my favorite. So your wand, you have the curved part, and then you have the outside part. I'm trying to get that for you. So you go in with the curved part first, and then you could take the outside to separate your lashes. So I do like it. I am finding that now it's been open for 3 weeks. It's kind of getting just a little bit clumpy, but it's not too bad. But it's a really nice mascara. If you're looking for something that's lengthening and defining and, you know, will give you a little bit of volume, kind of just like the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, this is it. The Limitless Lash Mascara is $28. And I find that this is very similar. It feels lighter than that mascara on the lashes. And this one curls the lashes. One thing about the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara that is not my favorite really is sometimes that brush, especially on the shorter side. It's really spiky, and sometimes I dig it into my eye. But this, look, that's it. The mascara looks great on my lashes. I really like this mascara. So there's the Tower 28 mascara. I wanted to show that to you guys. Also, I picked up a new lip color. So I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Lustre Gloss in Pillow Talk. I really love the color of this compared to the Collagen Lip Black. So for my lip color today, that's what I'm going to be wearing. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the Pillow Talk Medium Lip Liner. And then after I do this, I am going to go spruce up my hair And I'm gonna close out with you guys and do the swatches and give you my final thoughts on everything. And make some announcement for you guys, okay? All right, so let's take this color. I keep digging my nails into this. Ay. All right. Oh, man, I'm kind of like all over the place. All right, so that's the Pillow Talk medium lip liner, and I'm just gonna go in with this Lustre gloss. I really like the color of this. The formula, not so much. This little guy was so expensive, $22, and you don't get that much. But I do love the color of it. The formula is kind of just a tad bit sticky, and it doesn't, you know, last a super long time on the lips, but however, it's really pretty. I wanted to try it and see what it was like because, as you guys know, I'm obsessed with everything Pillow Talk. All right, so here is the final makeup look. Now, I'm going to go spruce up my hair, and then you guys can really see what it looks like. With my hair down, you'll be able to see it a lot more, but just overall, I really love this makeup look. I love the Smokey Quartz Pop Shot. I think it's really pretty and will be pretty, you know, for me any time of year, but when I want that holiday look. And if you guys want, I can show you a look with the Rose Quartz one. The Beautifying Face Palette, I just really love it. I don't have blushes like this in my collection. And that's another reason why I fell so in love with it, because it's just so pretty, but it is very expensive for a face palette. All right, so I will see you in a sec, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this beautiful look. Before I go into the swatches and my thoughts on these products, I wanted to let you know that I'm only going to be listing the Maysama products and the new products that I used in this video today because they are what's new, and everything else is pretty much what I've shown you before on these videos. And I've been having some glitches lately with my description box of listing items. Like, it's not, sometimes it's disappearing and sometimes like stuff isn't showing up. So we'll see what shows up. All right, so first off, I want to talk to you guys about some sales that are going on. So the first sale that's going on is actually already started today, the 14th, is Nebulift. So Nebulift is having their Halloween sale. I believe it runs until, I want to say, October 31st or October 21st. I think it's until October 21st. So the N1 is 10% off. That's this one here. This is their flagship. This is the one that's for $7.99. It is 10% off. The R1 is 20% off. Their gels are 30% off. And I have the links down below in the description box. Now, for those of you who picked up the N1 device, I want to have a little chat with you because I have been having some issues with my device. And the issues are related to the charging pad. So the charging pad is defective. They are going to be sending me a new one. But I have been having problems with this charging my device to where it's not fully charging and I can't use it. So what they told me to do in the meantime until the charger comes back or comes in is to completely unplug it from the wall and unplug it from the charger and leave it alone for about 5 minutes. And then you plug everything back in and then put your N1 on and let it charge overnight. And since I did that, it has been working out just fine. But if you are having problems with your N1 not holding charge or it's not charging, make sure you reach out to Nebulift and let them know so they can get you a new charger or make it right for you, okay? So I wanted to make that announcement. Next, I have been testing the Virtue hair care line, and I am absolutely obsessed with these products, which I'm sure that you guys have heard me mention. Virtue is having a sale right now on their website, and everything, it's called Bundle of 3, where you pick your bundle of 3 products and you get 20% off. I'm going to share with you what I'm loving right now. And by the way, this is second day hair. I woke up with gorgeous hair. I didn't have to do anything to my hair, and I woke up like this. And I'm going to show you what I used in my hair yesterday. And I'm going to show you what I'm loving right now. Now, I have ordered pretty much almost the complete Virtue line. I've tested so far the Smooth shampoo and conditioner, which is my favorite, the Full shampoo and conditioner, and Recovery shampoo and conditioner just came in, so I'm going to start testing that. I have tested yesterday their Purifying Clarifying shampoo. I tested this yesterday. This I'm kind of on the fence about. It's such a small size. It's pretty pricey. I think it's only 4 ounces. And I actually had to use a lot more of this than I expected. But this I'm on the fence of, but I did use it on my hair yesterday. It came out great. And I used it along with the restorative hair or restorative treatment mask. I love this restorative treatment mask. My hair always feels and looks great after I use it. And I used this in my hair yesterday. My only complaint with this product is that you get so little for the price. So this is the 1 ounce and I used it yesterday. I use a lot of this. It's actually like my second time using it. I refilled my little travel one that I have, but yeah, so for me, I have to use a lot of this. I love it. I think it just really, truly, restores my hair. It's a great mask. However, the price is very expensive. What else I used in my hair yesterday to style and is my absolute favorite styling product is the 6-in-1 styler. This is a styling cream. It's nice and light. I love it to use in my hair when I wear it natural. I love to use it when I smooth my hair out. And what I love about this too is not only does it give me a great style every time, it does have heat protectant in it, but the next day, if you don't wash your hair and you want to just refresh your hair, it makes it so easy to refresh your style, whether you want to put curls in it, whether you want to just go and smooth it out a little bit more if you have kinks, whatever you want to do. It's just such a beautiful product. And this is my new go-to for smoothing and styling my hair. This really takes the place of my Oribe Straight Away smoothing blowout cream. This is it for me. I love it. So favorite product. My favorite shampoo and conditioner as of right now is the smoothing shampoo and conditioner. Whether I wear my hair curly or whether I wear it straight, I just love this as like my everyday shampoo. Gives me the perfect amount of hydration, takes the frizz out of my hair, my scalp, and my roots all feel great. This cleans really well without leaving my hair feeling dry or damaged. So far, this is my favorite shampoo and conditioner. And also an absolute favorite is their healing oil. This is simply amazing. I put a little bit of this on my ends yesterday after I styled it, and I just love this. Sometimes I'll put it on, the next day if I didn't wash my hair. I just love the healing oil. This also has heat protectant in it too. So I do have some more products that are coming in. Now this review for the Virtue is going to be up in a little bit because I'm planning on doing something special with filming this, but I'm still testing these products and I want this review to be really good. I absolutely love this hair care line. It is my absolute favorite. Now, they do, so if Case Sephora has their sale before I'm able to get that, before I get back, I just wanted to tell you my favorites as of right now, and in case you want to pick up the bundle that is 20% off 3 products right now, which is a great deal, or in case they have another sale. I want to put another product line on your radar as far as hair care, which I want to get into testing too. So I have been using this JVN pre-wash scalp oil in my hair. I used it yesterday before I shampooed my hair, and I absolutely love this oil. It is so great. If you have hair shedding issues, you're thinning hair, there's a lot of great ingredients in here that help rejuvenate the scalp. It helps with removing buildup if you have dry, itchy scalp, dandruff. This is a beautiful oil. If you want to grow your hair, this is so great to use. I have been loving it. It's $29 for this bottle. I think it's fairly reasonable. and you only have to leave it in your hair for 15 minutes. I use it longer. Just a beautiful oil. So I want to put that on your radar. I filmed this video of me using these products yesterday with my Get Ready With Me, and it just did not come out, and I'm so disappointed because I talked about this. So I went into Sephora the other day. I was gonna do some swatches for you guys. I started filming in there, and they told me that I needed permission to film, and I was so bummed. I think the employee just didn't want me to get her in the video, which I told her I had no intentions, but that's what they said. So JVN and a lot of these hair care brands are coming out with their holidays, so they're coming out with these trial packs. And I was just in there browsing, and one of the sales gals in Sephora, I looked at her hair and I'm like, gosh, your hair just looks so beautiful and shiny. Like, are you using anything here? And she said, yeah. She goes, I'm using the JVN hairline. And she pointed this out to me. So it's a full bottle of the scalp oil, and it's a trial size of the recovery. I think it's the instant recovery hair serum and the air dry cream. Now, the reason why I picked this up is I might actually take these with me for traveling, because I'm traveling not this week, but next week. I'll be gone for a week. I'm going on vacation. And these are great little travel sizes. So here's the recovery serum, and here is the air dry cream. So they're very good trial sizes. They all smell absolutely gorgeous, but she said she's been using this in her hair, and her hair just looked beautiful. And she used the shampoo and conditioner too. And when I was holding this in my hand going around the store, all the employees came up to me. They're like, oh my God, that is such a great set. We all love it here, and all of their hair looks so beautiful. So I wanted to put this on your radar just in case you're interested in it, because like I said, it is a great deal. All these products, you get the full size oil, which is $29, but you get the trial sizes for it's $32. Okay, so it's valued at $48, but it's $32. You can also get this on the JVN website. Now, that's all I wanted to share for you. Oh, one more thing. So Aduro, the makers of the 7-in-1 LED light mask, my favorite LED light device. Here, I'll show it to you guys. They just released the neck piece, which it's red and infrared. They call it the skin booster mode, which is my favorite mode to use on my Aduro 7-in-1 mask. Now, this new neck piece, I'm going to pop a picture here. Looks beautifully designed. It's a 10-minute treatment. You can use it on your back too. I am in talks with them right now, well, in contact. They're getting ready to have a big sale. So if you guys are interested in the neck piece, I find it's reasonably priced compared to the other ones. It's priced right now on sale, I believe, for $2.99. I'm not for sure if there's going to be much of a discount or if they're going to include something with it, but they do have a deal on their website if you want to buy both the mask and the neck piece together, or just buy the neck piece. So they're going to have a sale. I'm in talks with them. I'm trying to get my discount code back for you guys. So stay tuned. So as soon as they get back to me on how we're going to collaborate, I will let you guys know. In the meantime, stay tuned. If they do have a sale, I will announce it in the community tab, and if on Instagram, I'll announce it probably in my story. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's get into this makeup, shall we? So that's it for the announcements. Oh, and I am going on vacation from the 24th. I'll be back on the 31st. I'm going to probably be jet lagged. I'm not going to tell you guys where we're going because I'm going to hope to like do some vlogging and share it with you guys. So it'll be a surprise. So I wanted to tell you about this stuff ahead of time in case I miss it and these companies have a sale. By the way, T3 is having a 20% off sale right now, friends and family. I love T3 styling products or styling tools. That's what I use to style my hair. Love the Airlux blow dryer. That's my new favorite blow dryer. And I use the T3 Edge to smooth out my hair. Favorite. I will do those curling iron videos here soon. Let's talk makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Face Palette. So this is the box it comes in. It's super pretty. Love it. Very pretty. Here's the packaging. You have like this pink oyster with this gold print on the top. Just so elegant. It is plastic. You have a nice mirror right here. And then here is the product. So they're all embossed, right? So this is a bake formula, so it's different than her other formulas. It is a little bit tough to get out the blushes, so you need a stiff brush. But let's swatch it. So I'm going to swatch the soft blush first. So here it is on my finger. Here it is on my finger. I'm going to do it again because it's kind of hard to get this formula out. I'm going to swatch it. Okay, so there's the soft blush. Beautiful color. Next, I'm going to swatch the Super Glow highlighter right next to it. So you can, here it is on my finger, and I'm going to apply it to my hand. And there it is on my hand. So you can get 2 looks out of this palette. You could use the top row for a look. You could use the bottom row as a look. You can use it all together like I did today. Have fun with it. Okay, next we're going to go into the Super Blush. Here it is on my finger, and here I'm going to swatch it on my hand. So there's the Super Blush. And then I'm going to do the Multi-Glow highlighter, and then I will swatch my Multi-Glow highlighter that they say that this is compared to. So there it is on my finger. And here it is swatched. So you can't really see it. So you have the soft blush, the Super Glow highlighter, you have the Super Blush, and the Multi-Glow highlighter right there. Actually, I'm going to do a different swatch of the Multi-Glow highlighter. That one, it's just across my fingers, and maybe I'll just do it a little bit more. So there you go. So as you can see, the Super highlighter is more of a like a golden tone, and this is kind of like a rosy tone for a highlighter. And there it is swatched. Now I'm going to remove this from my hand, and I'm going to swatch the Multi-Glow highlighters, the one from the limited edition Pillow Talk compact that they came out with. And then I'm going to swatch the Multi-Glow highlighter in here because they're saying that it's the same, but I don't see it as being the same whatsoever, as there's a couple formulas in here that have some chunky glitter to it, and then this is just all like finely milled and smooth on the skin. Gives the effect of a liquid highlighter on the skin. So I'm going to go into my Multi-Glow from the Pillow Talk, and I mixed all the colors together, and I'm going to apply that to my skin. So there it is, all the colors together. Now let's swatch the Multi-Glow from the Pillow Talk palette, Beautifying Face palette. Here it is on my finger, and here it is swatched. So as the Multi-Glow, that was the limited edition, this one, that is right here. It has more of a pink tone to it, where the Multi-Glow from the Pillow Talk Beautifying palette has more of a rose tint to it. So you can see the difference there. This one is lighter than this one. So, all right, so I wanted to swatch those for you guys so you guys can see them. Overall, I love this palette, and I'm so happy that it's here. Do I think it's worth $75? Well, not really, because it's 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. It would have been nice if there was a bronzer in here, but I just think $75 is a lot of money for, you know, this palette. But Charlotte Tilbury is a luxury brand. I do love it. I fell in love with it when I swatched it. Now, this has a 18-month shelf life on it, which all the Charlotte Tilbury products do have a long shelf life. So this will last you a long time. And it's not just for the holidays. These colors, I feel like you can use any time of the year, and that's why I love it. And I don't have these color blushes in my collection. That's where I could justify it. But, you know, if my husband didn't pick it up for me, I wasn't going to get it. And it's here, so I wanted to share it with you guys in case you're interested in it, but I don't think it's worth $75 unless it's something that you think that you absolutely want and you think it's gorgeous like I do. So that is the Fair to Medium Face Beautifying Palette. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. It's just very, very expensive. Next, let's talk about these Hypnotizing Pop Shots. So these are this is the package that it comes in. And here is the case. It's so pretty. It has these different colored gemstones on it, which I believe these are all Charlotte Tilbury's favorite gemstones. And everything's plastic, looks so pretty. And there's a little mirror right here. And then here is Smokey Quartz. And this is what I have on my lid today and underneath on my lower lash line. So pretty. I was on the fence of these. This feels really nice when you put your finger on the pan. It's just a really nice formula. I thought it was going to be really textured and everything, but it's not. I put it in the middle of the highlighters there so you could see it. Such a beautiful shadow. And when you blend it out, you can blend it out into your crease if you want. It gets a little bit lighter, so you could do a one and done. But I didn't want a lot of shimmer in my crease, so I used a separate crease color. But there it is. It's really, really pretty. So if you're someone who likes neutrals, taupey neutrals, this is for you. It has like a nice neutral taupe undertone, and then the finish is like a silver shimmer, kind of a little bit on the cool side, which that's what I was looking for. I really, really love it so much, and I'm so happy that I picked it up because I'm going to be using this a lot to create a lot of pretty holiday looks. Now, let's get into the rose gold one. Now, with these pop shots, I was kind of leery about them. And my husband wanted to treat me to some new things, and these were on my list. So I picked them up because I needed something holiday-ish in my collection because everything is like all pinks in my makeup collection. And I wanted something different for the holidays. So that's the reason why I got these. I wasn't going to pick up any other makeup, but I did, right? All right, so here is the other one. So this is the rose gold one. Here it is. And here it is in the pan. So this to me doesn't look like rose gold. It kind of looks like a champagne. So the texture is just like a gel. It's like a gel powder formulation, it feels like. This, I think, is going to be really pretty for a one and done eye look too. So there's the rose gold. As you can see, it doesn't really look like a rose gold. It just kind of looks like a champagne shimmer. Now, I love that this isn't really chunky with about that, guys. I had an allergy attack. So I love that this doesn't look, too shimmery with chunky glitter. It's really, really pretty. It's a nice shimmer on the lids. It doesn't enhance any texture or, wrinkles that you have if you have crepey eyelids. It's just a beautiful color. And I think that this will make a beautiful one and done eye look. And I will play around with it and come back with a look with it. But I wanted to show you what it looks like swatched. And I wanted to really play with this Smoky Quartz one because it's something different than what I normally do here on the channel. I have a bunch of rose gold shades, but this one just really spoke to me and I wanted to pick it up. So it's here. Next, this Super Nudes liner duo. I absolutely love this. I picked this up from charlottetilbury.com. So it's a chocolate brown and a nude liner. I'll swatch these for you right next to the rose gold so you can see them. You don't get very much though. That's the only thing, but I do like it's a duo. It's going to make it easy to travel with. So we have the chocolate, or sort of like a chocolate brown shade here, and then we have the nude. So I use this on the outer corners of my eyes, and then I blended that Smoky Quartz into the lower lash line to blend the liner out. These are really creamy. I didn't have to tug on my eye. It blended out beautifully. And then this is the nude shade that you put in your waterline to make your eyes look bigger and more awake. And I absolutely love it. So great find there. I love this. It's great. I mean, there's some hit and misses with Charlotte Tilbury. Like the next product I'm going to show you, I think is a miss for me. However, I like the color. So they finally had these back in stock, and it's the Pillow Talk Lip Lustre. And this has been on my list for a while, but it's been sold out. And it's this really pretty Pillow Talk lip gloss. And I'm wearing it today. And I love the shade of this Pillow Talk versus like the Collagen Lip Bath. However, it's so tiny. It's like, I think $22. You don't get very much of it. The formula just doesn't, it's not a great formula. The only thing I like about this is the color. Like the color is exactly what I was looking for. It's really pretty. It's not sheer. It's more opaque. And it's just a nice, it's not like a too warm of a Pillow Talk color, right? It's just like, it's a very nice nude that I like on my skin tone. But the formula just, I mean, it's sort of sticky, but not sticky. It doesn't last long. It's got a funky taste to it. Kind of reminds me of like vanilla flavored cardboard, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I am going to keep it because I do like the color. I'll play around with it, but it was just, you know, a really disappointing purchase. Now I do get that, you know, a little bit often with Charlotte Tilbury. It is kind of hit and miss. And I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy any more makeup because I can't tell you if I am or not, because it seems like every time I tell you I'm not, I buy something. So I'm just going to leave it open there. My next product I want to talk to you about, and my final product, is the new Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara. When I first was testing this out, I didn't think I really liked it, but my mind has changed. It's been 3 weeks and I absolutely love this mascara. I think it's a great mascara. I love the formula. It is buildable. It does curl. For my lashes, it holds the curl, but maybe that could be because I have like a natural lift and curl to my lashes already. I love the wand. It's not super bendy. It's got these fine tooth combs on it. It's buildable. It lasts all day. It is a little bit tough to take off, and I love the price. It's only $28. All right, so there you go, guys. I know this is a really long video, and I'm so sorry about that. I really wanted to film like 3 separate videos this week, and it just didn't work out for me. So I jam-packed this one. Now, I hope to get a video out. I shouldn't be messing with that right now. I hope to get a video out next weekend before I leave, but I'm not going to make any promises because I am so busy this week. I'm training someone to take over for my position while I'm gone on vacation. And it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a lot of work for me. So I'm going to be exhausted, but I also have to prepare for our trip too. And, get Misha prepared, get us prepared. It's just going to be a lot. So I will try my best to get a video out next weekend. And if not, I will see you when I come back on vacation. So if you see me missing for a week or 2, just know that I just didn't have time to get a video. And I'll be on vacation, and then I'm going to be like sort of recovering because we're going out of the country. So I may be jet lagged, but I just wanted to let you know. So I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your week and have a beautiful week ahead. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in the next one. Bye.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.